Okay, let's be real for a second. My digital life used to be a complete and total mess, and I'm willing to bet yours is too. I'm juggling like a million different apps just to get through my day. I have my email over here, my team chat in another app, my content ideas in a third, and my social media notifications exploding everywhere else. It felt like I was a digital traffic cop, constantly directing information from one place to another, manually copying and pasting things all day long. Honestly, it was exhausting and a massive creativity killer. None of my favorite tools would talk to each other, creating these annoying digital islands of information. This constant app switching wasn't just annoying, it was a serious drag on my productivity. Imagine this. I'd see a cool news story, get a brilliant video idea, but then I'd have to open another app, create a new note, paste the link, write down my thoughts, and then remember to check it later. By the time I did all that, the initial spark of excitement was gone. It felt like my technology, which was supposed to make my life easier, was actually building walls between my ideas and my ability to execute them. It was a digital workflow nightmare, and I was just stuck in the middle of it. Then, someone introduced me to Zapier, and I was like, wait, what is this magic? They called it an AI orchestration platform, which sounds super fancy. But here's the deal, it's basically a bridge. It connects all those separate apps you use and lets them finally have a conversation. But it's not just a simple bridge, it's a smart one. Zapier has integrated AI right into its core, which means it doesn't just move data around. It can actually think about the data, analyze it, and make decisions for you. It's like giving all your apps a shared brain to work together intelligently. Suddenly the whole game changed. Instead of just connecting app A to app B, I could tell Zapier, hey, when something happens in app A, I want you to send it to an AI, have the AI figure out what it means, and then do something smart in app B. This isn't just automation, it's intelligent automation. It's like hiring a super fast, super smart assistant who works 24/7 across all my digital tools without ever needing a coffee break. The chaos started to turn into a beautifully orchestrated symphony of efficiency, and I was finally back in the director's chair. As a creator, my biggest challenge is constantly coming up with fresh, relevant video ideas. I need to stay on top of the latest news and trends, but scrolling through feeds all day is a one-way ticket to burnout. This is where I put Zapier's AI to its first real test, and it absolutely blew my mind. I set up a workflow, or a zap as they call it, that watches a specific RSS feed for AI news. The moment a new article is published, that's the trigger. This is the starting pistol for my automated creative genius. Once the zap is triggered, it automatically takes the content of that new article and sends it directly to an AI model through a feature called AI by Zapier. This is where the real magic happens. I wrote a custom prompt for the AI, instructing it to act as my personal creative director. I told it, read this article and generate 3 unique video ideas based on it. For each idea, give me a catchy title, a killer hook to grab viewers in the first 3 seconds, some visual suggestions, and rank the ideas from best to worst. The AI gets to work in an instant, and then the final step of the zap kicks in. Zapier takes the beautifully formatted list of video ideas from the AI and sends it straight to my Notion workspace. It automatically creates a new page inside my video scripts database, filled with everything I asked for, the titles, the hooks, the visual concepts, and the ranking. I literally wake up in the morning, open Notion, and find a pipeline of fresh AI-generated content ideas waiting for me, all sourced from real-time news. It's an endless fountain of inspiration. This single zap has completely transformed my content creation process. Instead of spending hours hunting for ideas, I now spend my time actually making the videos. The quality of the ideas is incredible because the AI is trained to think creatively and strategically about what makes a good video. It's like having a brainstorming session with a brilliant partner who is always on, always ready, and always full of amazing suggestions. My content calendar has never been so full, and my creative energy has never been higher. If you run an online community, you know the struggle is real. My Discord server is my baby, but keeping up with every mention, question, and conversation can feel like a full-time job. I was constantly worried about missing important messages from my community members. I wanted to be present and engaged, but I couldn't be glued to my screen 24/7. So I decided to build another zap, this time to create an AI community manager that could help me stay on top of everything without losing my mind. This was a game changer for my work-life balance. I set up a new Zap with a very specific trigger. It activates whenever my username, @Lily, is mentioned in a particular channel on my Discord server. This way, I'm only focusing on the conversations where people are trying to get my direct attention. The moment someone tags me, the Zap instantly grabs the content of their message, the username of the person who sent it, and all the surrounding context. This information becomes the raw material for my new AI assistant, getting it ready for the next step in the automated workflow. Next, the Zap sends all that information over to the AI by Zapier Action. I gave the AI a new persona. You're a friendly and helpful community manager. Your job is to analyze the user's message, provide a quick summary of what they are asking or saying, and then suggest a potential response for me to use. I even instructed it to keep the tone positive and encouraging, matching the vibe of my community. This way, the AI isn't just summarizing, it's actively helping me prepare a thoughtful and personal reply, saving me precious mental energy. The final action in this workflow is to send the AI's output, the summary and the suggested reply, directly to a dedicated Notion page. Now, instead of frantically scrolling through Discord, I can just open one page and see a clean, organized list of every mention that needs my attention, complete with a pre-written response suggestion. I can quickly review the suggestions, tweak them if needed, and then hop into Discord to engage with my community. It's an incredibly efficient system that helps me be a better, more responsive community leader. Feeling empowered, I decided to build a Zap completely from scratch to tackle my biggest nightmare, my overflowing inbox. I wanted an AI that could read my emails for me and decide what was important and what was junk. Using Zapier's builder, I started with the trigger new unread email in Gmail. This meant the Zap would spring into action the moment a new email arrived. It was time to build my personal email sorting robot, and I was so excited to see if it would actually work as I imagined. For the first action, I connected my trigger to AI by Zapier and chose the GPT-4o mini model for its speed and intelligence. The prompt was the key here. I wrote, "Analyze the following email content and decide if it's something I should keep or discard." Your response should start with only one word, keep or discard. Then provide a one-sentence reason for your decision. This simple, direct instruction was crucial for the next step, which would involve conditional logic based on that single key word. This is where it got really cool. I added a special action called paths, which allowed the Zap to follow different routes based on the AI's decision. I created 2 paths. Path A was the discard route. I set a rule that said, only continue this path if the AI's response contains the word discard. If it did, the next action was to find the original email in Gmail and automatically apply a trash label to it. Goodbye, junk mail. I didn't even have to see it. Path B was, you guessed it, the keep route. Its rule was, only continue this path if the AI's response contains the word keep. For these emails, the Zap would find the original message and apply a custom important label. Now my inbox sorts itself. Important emails are highlighted for my review, and spammy newsletters are sent to the trash without me ever lifting a finger. If you're new to this, my biggest tip is to start with their free plan. You can build and test all these wild ideas without paying a dime. Just start with a simple problem like I did with my email and let the AI show you the way.